Hello YouTubers, I hope you enjoyed my show today. Today is going to be a set analysis of Chaos Origin. So Chaos Origin is a very good set in general. It's an interesting set. We're getting a new TCG exclusive art type we'll talk about later, but there's no main deck monsters, so this is almost like the Rudy version of a synchro deck. Okay, we'll get to talking about that. We've got the Chaos Light and Darkness deck. So this deck is original base deck. It is basically the deck relies on this trap here, Mind Shuffle. This is a mid-range deck. You don't do very much going first, but then you do a lot going OTK going second. So the idea of this deck is supposed to be you get a card. This card here comes unaffected by unaffected by target effects or something, so it's basically unaffected, so it's really hard to get rid of, so, yeah. And we got some new cards here. We got a new Summon Scroll, which is cool. It basically can search you any original, yes, any original this card can search. And then you got a Coach Gun, which can draw you free, but you can't do much else afterwards. You got a new New Magician Chaos, 2 of those, which is quite cool. And then you got a new Kariba, which is quite good. You got a new Figure of Hands and the original spells, which is the deck is good in general. It's the third best deck in Oceania at the moment. But it hasn't got a good elf new matchup. Okay, so the next one is Sacred Beast. So Sacred Beast's got some new cards too. So Sacred Beast has got. They've got 3 level 10. They got 3 new level 10s. They got a new level 1. Yep, yeah. So all the Sacred Beasts all search one piece to one piece of the deck. So one searches trap, one searches spells, one searches monsters. Okay, level 1 basically gets 3 of them at once, so you have to play 3. Okay, and the same with the continuous spell, gets level 3, which is cool. The new field spell, which is like Falling Paradise, but a lot better. So we've got a new fusion. The new fusion is alright, but you just have it there. Okay, we've got a new. The standard with the level 8. Basically, this just summons any monster from the grave, which is quite cool. And you can make losses in this. The traps are not that great, so yeah, and stuff. New field spells are excellent. So there's some good cards in this deck, so it's quite good in general. And now you don't need to play with New Bear. You can play it pure or play like a Fiendsmith version. So it gives you that. Bus Clicks. The Bus Clicks are Thunder-based deck. Just because they're Thunder does not mean they can summon Colossus. These cards lock themselves to certain expression from the hand, so keep that in mind. And basically, the way this deck works is, basically, I pop a monster, I trigger, I search, okay? They all do that, so they all trigger and search for the spectre. So one searches monster, one searches spell, one sends monsters, one pops one and stuff like that. And then you got some continuous traps, which is quite cool. You got a new field spell, which is quite handy. Gives your opponents monster. See if they were also playing Catfire's on, but they can't just summon a monster. They'll have to normal summon it or something, which is quite handy. So which is quite cool and quite relevant. So if you want to do that, which is quite cool. So it's an interesting deck. But your X deck's not. It's gonna be more of a weapon in this. So it's gonna be more to throw away and use as a weapon for new. And then we've got the new Invoked stuff. So there's a new Invoked. So we've got some new fusions, which is cool. The new fusions are really good, actually, especially this one. This one can like check your opponent's X deck and then throw a lot of them away. And then we've got some new fusion, which is quite cool. We've got a new Alistair monster, which is good. We need some more Alistair monster. This one can special summon and then second have an application, which is cool. And we've got 2 main deck monsters, which is quite cool. One, which is quite good, and then you got a new 2 new fusion spells, which is good, which means you can play more fusions and do more fusion summon. And you got a new trap, which is cool. The deck's quite good in general. It helps a lot. You can still play a lot of non-engine. You can play with the Magius engine. You can play with Fairytale if you want to. Also, so it really depends what you want to play with. Any deck could use it off you. Even Sadals you could play with if you want. And we have got the new Phantom Knight. So the new Phantom Knight support is good. We've got monster XC monster now special from the deck, which is good. And then we've got some cards are set from the deck with the new spec with the 1 new main monsters. Got a new Raincoat spell, a new trap, which is quite good. and stuff, which is quite good, quite handy in general. This deck's not going to be fully powered yet. We're still waiting the overframe to make it overpowered and to make yourself an overframe on the next turn, which on the opponent's turn, which you won't have yet for a little while. So we've got the new S4 support. I haven't really tried this yet, but it's still pretty good, I heard. So I haven't had a chance to test this yet, but I hope it's pretty good for this new support. So yeah, we got some new Link monsters, Link 2 and a Link 3, which is quite good. A new main deck monster, a new trap, and a new spell, which is good, which is cool. We have got the new Malfi support. We got level 2, a fusion, a Exceed, and a trap, which is quite good. The fusion card is quite good, just bounces monsters, which is quite good depending how Malfi materials you use, but you have to bounce itself. Then you've got the new Malfi main deck, which is just your fusion monster, which is quite cool. Then you got a new exit, which you can make above the others, which is quite cool. It's quite good. And then you got a new trap, which is just basically your poly for your deck, which is quite good. Now it depends what Malfi deck combo, what Malfi deck you want to do. You can do it pure, you can do it with Sprite, you can do it with Tri Brigade and stuff. So there's quite a lot of different options. On Power Patreon, they got some new stuff too. They got a new Link monster, new Elf Note stuff, and some art mates and juicy. So the new Link monster search is a solidified, which is cool. A new Synchron, which is quite good. We've got a new spell, which is quite handy for all of them. Then a new quick play, which is quite good. Then we've got some new traps, which is quite good in general. The new clowns, they got a new trap. The final, and the Link monster. We're not getting the pendulum until the next set as an import, so you got to keep in mind they're bringing it over to the next set, so which is interesting. So you're not going to have the final support until the import next set. So, and this is the chase card for the set. You see about the Raphael I was telling you about. And then we got some new synchros. We've got a new synchro there. We've got a Link 5, basically you can make from the hand. So you make a Link 4 in your sample, you can make the tail from your hand, which is quite cool. We have got the new hand trap for branded, which is quite cool, and a new thunder card, which is quite good. We've got a new pot card this set, also pot of slug. This card's quite good. So this card can basically depending how big your opponent's board is, you draw. So it really depends on the opponent's draw. We have also got a Malfi card, which basically searches for a bit ends your end phase. So this card might be busted for Malfi. But it just goes to your end phase, so keep that in mind. We've got the new original, which is quite good for Light Darkness, and we've got a new original spell. This is like the first version of preparation right, but you can only search one piece, so which is interesting. So it's nearly the reverse version, which is quite interesting. Pack fillers, there's not too much to say, but the pack fillers this set particularly, so it's not too much to say. We've got like the rockets, we've got we've got a ship card, we have got some spells and traps, we've got a nice interesting trap at the corner. We got some quite interesting cards in general, but there's not too many pack fillers for this set in general. Yeah. And then we are into the new stuff. So this is the new TC's got after. So the Academy piece. So the way this deck works is basically there's no main deck monsters. Okay, there's no main deck monsters. Okay. The two cards you only going to rely on is two traps, okay? Two traps and a field spell to do your sync. Basically, the field spell gets you level 2, and then the trap will get you level 7 and higher. So that's the way this deck works. So I don't know what you can do about main deck wise, because there's not very much. But the way this deck works is quite weird. You can always play on turn 0 with your opponent, and the opponent's be like, hold on, I stand back first. Let me open this trap from my hand, then you can start sync with something. Yes. Yes, you could sync with something the opponent's stand back if your opponent's doing anything, which is quite interesting. So, and then we've got some good cheats today. We've got a new synchro, which is quite nice, which is quite cool. We've got a new we've got a new Thunder card, which is quite cool. It's supposed to have a burst click, but not the best. And then we've got the new Mythical Beast card, which is quite good. And we've got some new Exceeds and stuff, which is quite good. There's a trap one, which could be good for tonight. And the level 10 one's alright. Then we have got a new fusion monster, which is quite cool. It's supposed to help with the invoked. And we have got also got a new continuous spell, which is quite cool. Another new fusion. This is for the Charmers, Fairy Tale sort of cards. Yeah. Then we got 2 normal monsters as imports, and then one that imports, and then we got 2 new imports. So we got the Soul one. It's a little bit late, but unfortunately we got it now. It's better late than ever, I guess. And then a monster, which is quite cool. A new Pyro, which is quite cool, I guess. So, which is good in general. So they obviously want more Pyro stuff, but. And then thank you was ready to do this week. Yep, just ready to do this week. Yep. This week in Classic League. So okay, I hope you enjoyed the show today. And the sneak peek. So the sneak peek is going to be next weekend on the 26th until the 28th, and then it comes out the 3rd of May, 3rd of Feb. Okay, so which is cool. Hope you enjoyed the show today. Subscribe for. Oh, I was there at Bedford last week. I done one and lost 2, but there's only 3 rounds. Yep, I was playing Illusion, Fiendsmith. I'm not going to be there this week 'cause it's Father's Day, but I'm going to be at Tamworth next weekend. So for the locals, okay. It's a shame I couldn't go to nationals, but hey ho. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the show today. Subscribe, watch all. Peace, everyone. Good luck in doing everyone.